Hello, welcome back to my third YouTube channel. Starting again with those art festivals from Ender Productions. This is in May, transitioning to June at Deerfield. I did pretty well. This time my kids came to visit me and they had fun. So some of the kids though, there's stuff for them to do here. My son there got to visit at the bubble stand. People sell bubble wands. They make them themselves. I think they started their business in 2020 pandemic and then they just kept going. But there's Benji, he had a lot of fun. And then later you'll see Lucy also playing in those bubbles.
Another way, if you have one stick sticking further out than the other where it looks like this.
Next to me, there was also some other artists I met. Right here, the henna artist. So me and Benji got a henna artist. Here are some of the sales. Benji was there. He wanted to help me. He took in some sales. In fact, he was actually selling stickers to every person who stopped by. He's like, hey, you want to buy a sticker? When you buy this, you get these free. He was a good salesperson. Like, so many people couldn't say no to him. They just bought a $3 sticker and he was taking in the money, putting it in the cash box. It was so funny. There was one moment where he was talking about something. I forgot what we were doing. But then he sat in his chair. He's like, alright, let's get back to business. So funny. Here's Lucy enjoying the bubbles. He's so cute. Just having fun at where you work, where you can spend time with your kids.
One more, guys. Never gotta go
See
with
them
mama.
have fun too. I mean, that's a good balance. There's my husband. He brought the kids. And then he also, I think he took them home because they couldn't last all day. They got tired. She needed a nap. But it was great for them to stop by and see me at work and Benji to help me sell some stickers. And actually helped a lot. For his hard work, I bought him a bubble wand and I forgot what else I bought him. The next art festival was in downtown Chicago. I was so excited for this one. Right next to Lakeshore Drive. And expecting this one to be a good one, like a big one. It did actually make pretty good money. Maybe it was like Barrington. I think I did make close to 2,000 also. So here I am setting up, and the henna artists were there again, and they offered me to help. I mean, they offered to help me put up my walls. They're so nice. I think we did an art trade. They gave me big ol' henna on my arm, and I made like 2 caricatures for them. Also because we did a trade earlier at the last event. They both got a caricature, and me and my son got henna, and then at this event I drew their parents. This is a poet. This poet right here, she'll write a poem about anything. You just give her a topic and she'll do it on the spot. I just told her about myself and I wanted to see her perspective about my life because I'm looking for clarity. Everything's a mess right now, so I just told her about myself and I wanted to see what she could draw from that. And here it is. Just want to read it to you. For Liz, there is a fine line that I draw between my own animated history and what seems to be the magnetic north of my career. I trace each face with pain, taking grace. The things we love sometimes hurt us, and yet we always seem to return to them. I thought that was neat. Now, just so you know, animated history is because my past job was I was a 3D animator. Magnetic North is because I moved north. I used to live in Chicago and I moved north close to Wisconsin, especially when I had my career going before I was laid off. I was able to afford to move north. I trace each face. That's the caricature part that you're talking about. With pain, staking grace. I used to do characters before, and then I was an animator, and then I came back to do characters again. The things we love sometimes hurt us. What she's referring to there is my hand. This year, my hand started to hurt drawing caricatures. I don't know if it's because I haven't drawn prior to this, because I was animated for 10 years. Maybe my hand wasn't used to it. I don't know. Am I getting old? I hope. I hope that's not it. But I developed carpal tunnel this year, so that's what she's talking about there. The things we love his heroes, yet we still always seem to return to them because I keep drawing characters. I'm not gonna stop, even if my hand hurts. I just gotta find a way to fix that. I'm editing this video in September. I actually have an appointment in 2 days for my hand. Carpal tunnel, they're gonna give me a shot. So hopefully it doesn't hurt. I hear mixed reviews about that. Anyways, moving on about this event. I always like to talk about my experience because, mental health. I like to be happy where I'm working. That's why I do what I do. I cannot just go back to any job. I know there's no job is less lower than you, but I can only do what I'm passionate about. But yeah, I've always saw myself as an artist. I can't see myself doing any other job but being an artist. And to get a job as an artist, to rely on a corporate company, it's tough, really tough. So don't want to put all my eggs in one basket and rely on just a corporate company. I'm trying to figure out ways to have multiple sources of income. Right now, the caricatures is the one skill I have that I could go back to and still make money, even though I don't have a real job. I can make a comfortable amount of money. Well, in the summertime, at least this month in June, I could tell you I did make a comfortable amount of money in June, but not in July. July was it didn't I didn't have a whole lot going on. No one's gonna hire me. I'll just hire myself, my own company, be my own boss. I can only have control of my own fate. Sell your own work. Put yourself out there. Do the best you can. That's all I can do right now. It's the best I can. This is the best I can do right now. I had a good day. As you can tell, my hand hurt. I drew so much. But man, my hand was swollen. I had to ice that down. Next day, sunny, bright, hopeful day. Look at that, downtown Chicago. My city is where I grew up. So sunny, it was beautiful weather. Got my suitcase. Oh, and the face painter just drove by me. I didn't know her well enough at this point to recognize her car, but later I learned that her car is the bright lime green neon car. Can't miss it. And then I realized after watching this video she was waving at me. But I didn't notice. Sorry, I was looking at the view. Gold Coast Art Fest. I wanted to try to enter like an attendee, but it was early, so not all the artists were set up. I wanted to see who the artists were there. Have a nice walk in the morning in downtown. I don't always get to do that. When I was in college, I went to college in downtown. I went to art school, the Illinois Institute of Art, Chicago, and I used to walk around downtown all the time. And it was nice. So just wanted to feel that. There's a highway, Lakeshore Drive, and Lake Michigan. In the morning's the only time that I have time to check out the other artists. Otherwise, I just stay at my booth. The only time I leave my booth is to get food and go to the bathroom. Once I start profiting, there's my tent. Closed up shop, and now it's time to open up shop. I know artists setting up that delicious food truck. I'm gonna get more food from there. It was too good. Look at the goodest caricature model. Well, this time my niece and my brother came. My niece had fun at kids' court where she got to do her own painting. She also got a henna and a sticker from me. Here's some of the lovely people I drew. Grateful for each person to stop by. Thank you so much. I remember a lot of the people who stop by because sometimes at a later event in the future, this past summer, they'll be like, I saw you at this event. And I'll be like, oh, I remember. Or they'll say, hey, you drew my sister. And they show me a picture like, oh, I remember her. I remember the conversation we had. Sometimes I have really good conversations with people. Maybe I'll start talking about them. And there's my bro. My big bro came when he brought my niece. he stayed and she left. My niece left with her mom. But man, it started to rain. Good thing it was towards the end of the day. I think it was at this event goes till 5 and it started raining at 4, which was fine because I already made my money and I was ready to go. But yeah, it was raining too much. That was it. I had to pack it up. Alright, see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this video.